If tomorrow morning every alcoholic drink were banned, which product would survive more easily on the black market? Let's try a small calculation. A bottle of liquor at 40% contains nearly the same amount of ethanol as 17 cans of beer, 355 milliliters each. At 5%, for a smuggler, this is no longer a choice between beer and liquor. It is a choice between one glass bottle that can be hidden neatly in a bag and an entire stack of bulky cans, taking up nearly the whole trunk. In the underworld, this is never a question of tasty. It is a calculation of risk. And that choice is the origin of a harsh economic mechanism called the iron law. Today, we will unpack a paradox. What really happens when society decides to ban alcohol? Welcome to Everyday Things Explained. The law of car trunks. When a product is banned, factories close, but buyer demand does not disappear. The seller simply steps back into the shadows, and when every shipment carries the risk of prison, the transporter will always prioritize what is smallest, easiest to hide, and brings the highest profit margin. That is the iron law of the underground market. No one is foolish enough to haul crates of weak beer that fill the entire trunk. They turn instead to distilling strong liquor. The higher the alcohol concentration, the smaller the volume, and the lower the risk of being caught. Prohibition does not erase the product. It only forces that product to become more concentrated and easier to hide. 13 years of America empty-handed. There is no need to guess. America once wagered an entire decade to test this LAW. In 1920, national alcohol prohibition was enacted. Immediately, thousands of illegal stills appeared. Overnight. Because smugglers had to outmaneuver the police, beer nearly vanished from the bootlegging networks. In its place, the market flooded with uninspected, homemade hard liquor. The consequence? Gangs seized full control of distribution. When business disputes broke out, they did not call lawyers or go to court. They used violence. Prohibition accidentally stripped control from the state and handed it to criminals. After 13 years, buried under criminal cases and anonymous poisonings from industrial alcohol, America finally yielded and repealed prohibition. The ghost of light. If alcohol is harmful, why do governments today not ban it? Not because they believe alcohol is safe. The reason lies in a practical calculation. Controlling a legal market is less risky than chasing an underground market. First comes the cost of enforcement. To ban it completely, the state would have to control factories, stores, borders, transport, and even home production inside private houses. That requires enormous resources. Next comes quality. Legal alcohol must list its concentration, ingredients, and producer. Illegal alcohol does not. Regulation does not make ethanol harmless, but it helps reduce the danger from counterfeits, mixed products, and goods with no clear origin. Governments can also set age limits, restrict sales hours, limit advertising, punish driving after drinking, and tax products by alcohol concentration. These measures allow the state to influence the market without pushing all buying and selling beyond control. Legal does not mean safe. The legal existence of alcohol proves a harsh reality. Managing something under the light is always easier than forcing it to become a ghost. Legal alcohol does not mean safe. The choice to raise a glass or not belongs to you. But if you drink, remember this: the safe limit is not on the producer's license. It is at your own stopping point. In your opinion, should we regulate more strictly, or is a total ban still worth trying? Either way, the court would certainly rather handle a tax receipt than a suitcase full of unlabeled bottles. Thank you for watching Everyday Things Explained. See you again in the next videos. Don't forget to hit those subscribe buttons to follow the next mysteries.